Welcome back to another episode of On a Mission, where we are on a mission to highlight those who are making an impact. I'm Morgan Allen, joined today by Susan Galeas with Raising Resilience Tennessee. Susan, thank you so much for joining.
Oh, thank you so much, Morgan. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about Raising Resilience Tennessee.
Raising Resilience Tennessee has been around for a little over 41 years, and we were founded by a local civic group or several civic groups for the prevention of child abuse. Over the years, our programming has kind of shifted and morphed as research came to the forefront, highlighting the importance of not only preventing abuse, but preventing all kinds of childhood trauma. And so much of what we do is through an ACEs lens, really looking at adverse childhood experiences and adverse community environments and ways to prevent or mitigate children's exposure to those.
Wow. So, what are some of the ways that you can narrow down those experiences and help prevent them?
Uh, well, what we do is we do a lot of advocacy and increase awareness around how community environments, poverty, things that could impact children's well being related to food insecurity or housing insecurity, those kinds of things can impact not just the child, but the home. And that in turn also impacts the parent's ability to be fully present and provide that safe, stable, nurturing environment that children need. Most of our referrals come from the Department of Children's Services or courts or family law attorneys, judges, other nonprofits. We also do programming for parents who are incarcerated or going through substance recovery, and that programming is provided on site in those facilities. So, what we help parents understand is even if they have their own adverse childhood experiences, they don't have to use what they learned as children and how they parent their own children.
That is so important because these days there can be, oh, this trauma is too small to deal with. This trauma is too big to deal with, but there's no too big, too small. There is just the problem and then how we can fix it or prevent it going forward. So I love what you said there. Now, with the trauma prevention, helping them work through some of that, what are some of the ways that you guys help with that as your service?
So, we provide programming, as I mentioned, for vulnerable children's parents in facilities they are served generally, and we provide it virtually. Last year, we helped parents across 30 counties in the state of Tennessee and five other states. So we do this through evidence based curriculum that is usually anywhere from 8 to 22 weeks in length, an hour and a half for the more short term types of programming. If it's more one on one family coaching, it can go longer. This curriculum focuses on certain key pieces that most parents don't think about. I know I didn't think about it when I was a parent. My daughter's 34 now. I didn't think about her brain development. We didn't know then what we know now about children's brain development. I didn't think about how at different key developmental stages, beyond just what was happening physically with her neurology was also evolving. And so understanding how to communicate with children in a way that allows them to feel that sense of safety and that sense of love so that no matter what's happening around them, they can still be able to rise to resilience and move ahead and have the capacity to self regulate, for example. One of the biggest things that we teach parents is the importance of not only helping our children self regulate, but we as adults learning how to self regulate so that we can handle things more maturely and also model for our kids the importance of self regulation.
That is so important. And how do people know that they need your services? Are you in school districts and helping there?
So, as I mentioned, most of our referrals come from the Department of Children's Services, they come from other nonprofits. Most of our referrals come, unfortunately, from the when parents have gotten into a situation. Schools can sometimes refer to us if a child is having a lot of behavioral issues and they've identified the connection between those behavioral issues and perhaps some things going on at home. Yet every parent could benefit from what we offer. And we've had parents who were going through divorce and maybe didn't think, oh, I need this. Yet their attorney said this would be good for you. And they've gone through the program and then thanked us later because, again, I had two master's degrees when I was raising my daughter, one in social work and the other one in public health with an emphasis on maternal and child health care. And I didn't know then what I've learned since being in this role with Raising Resilience Tennessee. It's We assume that it just comes innately, yet children don't come with manuals. And it's hard to be a parent, especially if multiple children with different needs and different personalities. And how do you meet their expectations? It's just it's challenging.
Right. And then to add finances or food and housing insecurity on top of that, like you mentioned, that is a storm that can create trauma in anybody's life. So whenever you take them through this program, the services, is this an ongoing thing, or is this, a couple years, or does it vary from person to person?
The majority of the families we work with go through the 8 week Positive Parenting Plus sessions. It's an hour and a half each. After the completion, they actually receive a certificate that they can take to court or to their DCS worker, wherever that requirement may be. And with our one on one family coaching, it's kind of the same thing. They can go up to 22 weeks. We have had occasion with families who've gone a little bit longer. Yet at the end of the day, it's really more about understanding how all of those external influences that can happen that increase our own stress can or don't have to be taken out on our kids.
Yeah.
So, we get a lot of different opportunities to work with families, and some families stay with us. We're about in our on October 30th, we have an event called Crafting Change,
Mm.
and for the last several years, we have identified a parent who is raising resilience in their children, overcome a lot of odds. And this year's parent, we stopped serving in 2021. Yet she
Mhm.
has stayed connected over the years because, again, it's the hardest job any of us will ever have. And as kids grow and change, sometimes we just need that touch point, someone to check in with. And not everybody has that community. So we're here to be that community, that village, to help raise their children, so to speak.
That is awesome that you're able to be there through the duration that they need you. You're able to step in and be that sounding board whenever a family is struggling. So, Susan, thank you so much for joining today. If people want to get involved or need your services, how can they find you?
We encourage them to go to our website, raisingresiliencetn.org, and or they can call us directly here in Nashville, 615 We encourage anyone, like I said, to reach out, learn more. And if people are looking to volunteer or to donate, to attend one of our events, please go to our website or reach out via phone, and we're happy to talk to you.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much again for coming on the show. I appreciate your time. And viewers, thank you for tuning in to another episode. If you want more information, you can find her website right underneath this interview. We'll see you in the next episode of On a Mission.